Hello and welcome to McLaren Port Huron's Today's Health. I'm your host, Barb Winters. Our program today is a construction update, and joining us for this first segment is McLaren Port Huron President and CEO, Jennifer Montgomery. Jennifer, welcome back to Today's Health.
Hi, Barb. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I know you've only been asked this a million times, but I've been driving by and seeing that tower go up. It's got to be getting close. How soon are you going to be opening that tower?
We are really close. We are set to move in and resume normal business operations on October 15th. So when I say we're moving on October 15th, it actually is a week-long process. So that is our end date, ready for business. All are welcome to come see us.
And so that's firm.
That is firm.
You've got
Absolutely.
that date. It's going to happen. This project has actually been going on for 3 years. Can you give me some of the highlights?
So we originally started with the Carmanis Cancer Institute, and that opened up in the summer of 16. So that's been up and running now for about 2 years, and as soon as we got that open and our patients settled into that end of the building, we started on the tower construction. So really we've been focused on the tower for the last 2 years.
Well, I love it when you talk about construction. You don't just talk about construction, you right away bring the patient in. So can you elaborate on your philosophy?
So from the beginning, this has been about the patient, and not only about the patient, but about the family. And how do we integrate the family into the care of the patient along with the caregiver and practitioners? The old days of delivering care where the patient waits out in the room and the family waits in the waiting room, that really has evolved over the years. And patients want their significant others with them. It's complicated care that we give now. It helps us to have a family member there, so when we're explaining the treatment, more than one person is hearing it. So we designed the new tower with all of that in mind.
Well, tell me a little bit about how you did construction to accomplish these goals.
So you might remember that originally we put 2 mock-up rooms down in our lobby for about 3 months. That was about a year ago that we did that, and invited not only the caregivers to come down there and our physicians, but we invited the community to come in and look at it, and future patients to come in and look at it. And we got enormous feedback on those room designs, and we were able to make tweaks to those mock-up rooms we had so that when we went to full construction, we incorporated those designs. So things like an area for the family, a place to sleep for a family member, recognizing that not everybody wants to watch the same TV show, so we actually have 2 TVs in every room, one for the family area with their very own remote control and one for the patient.
That is amazing. And if the patient wants to sleep, they can keep it turned down?
Keep it way turned down. The lighting is designed so that if a patient is doing something, we have lights over their bed, but the light may be dimmed in the family area. And then we can reverse that. Maybe the patient's sleeping and the family wants to work from the bedside. They're able to do that.
Wow, that is amazing. And it is a whole new philosophy of providing care, that it's everybody.
It's everybody
the care
involved, yes.
The family as well. I know private rooms are really important, and that eventually the plan is to have all private rooms. Why is this so important?
So again, it goes to the fact of trying to create that healing, comfortable environment. We don't want a room to look like a sterile environment anymore. We want it warm, we want it relaxed. You'll see that when you come in, we've used color, but it's very subtle color. It's not white anymore. We try not to use white anywhere so that it creates that calming environment. Additionally, from our standpoint, it gives us 2 big advantages. One is infection prevention. We don't have patients with different disease processes mixed together, sharing rooms, sharing bathrooms anymore. And then the other piece, it allows us to increase our throughput. So when you're not trying to pair disease processes or male and female, Every room is open to any process or any gender, and we don't have to deal with moving patients after they're already there. A lot of times we'll put a patient in a room and we think that it's going to be a female room, and it turns out that we admit all male patients that day. So now we have to move people around, and so that's disruptive to the care. So we really are gaining a lot of efficiency, a lot of patient safety around infection, and hopefully we're making a much better environment for healing.
I was going to say, and doggone it, patients love it.
Yes, I hope they're going to love it.
to be in their own room. Tell me a little bit about the technology you've added.
So because we've moved our emergency center from one end of the hospital to the other, we've actually added additional x-ray units and a CAT scan for them down in the emergency room. We are keeping our other CAT scans running though, because as you recall, our cancer now is really focused on the north side of our building. So we have CTs and MRIs over there, and then we duplicated some of that down in the emergency room. We've actually, we can talk a little bit more about this later, stacked our critical care services on top of each other. So it's the emergency room to the ICU to the ORs to the step-down unit. And with that, we want to make sure we have technology close to those areas. So having a CAT scan in the south end is very important to us. We also are currently under renovation for a new cath lab. We have a huge focus on heart at McLaren Port Huron. And we actually have had a donor that is very interested in helping us expand our heart program and has made a substantial donation so that we can start doing some new technology there also.
The scope of this project is just almost mind-boggling. It's just huge. What is the goal?
The goal from the beginning, and it's actually a McLaren Corporation goal, is that we keep care local. We understand that there's going to be some things that we are never going to do. We probably are never going to be a burn level hospital here. We don't currently have a neonatal intensive care unit here, but anytime we can keep care local, we really strive to do that. So as we design our building projects and other building projects within the McLaren system, that's the goal in mind, is keep care local.
Great information, and we're going to come back and talk a little bit more about what's on each floor. But first, we're going to take a break.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Montgomery, President and CEO at McLaren Port Huron, and I'm excited to invite you to come visit our brand new patient tower. Construction is complete and we are open to have you come visit us. We will be open for business on October 15th, but prior to that, please come see us on September 29th between 10 and 2 p.m. We have a variety of activities planned for you and your family, and there will be complimentary refreshments available. We will have valet parking out front and shuttle service available from nearby parking lots. I hope you and your family are able to join us for the celebration and grand opening of our new patient tower.